Welcome back to Lions News Fan Report, where every day we dive deep into everything Detroit Lions fans need to know. And today, there's a lot to unpack because we're talking about a signing that could change not just the defense, but possibly the entire attitude of this team moving forward. I'm talking about DJ Reed, the cornerback who just signed with the Lions on a 3-year, $48 million deal. And trust me, if you think this is just another signing, you're missing the bigger picture. There's something special about this move that deserves way more attention than it's getting. DJ Reed isn't just another player moving teams. He brings a rare combination of mentality, skill, and hunger that fits exactly what Dan Campbell has been trying to build in Detroit from day one. In an NFL world where a lot of free agents are about chasing the biggest contract or moving into a comfortable situation, Reed chose to come to Detroit, a team that is hungry, gritty, and on the verge of something big. That already tells you a lot about the kind of player and person he is. Reed isn't chasing comfort. He's chasing legacy. He's chasing greatness. And that fits the DNA Campbell has been trying to inject into every inch of this roster. When you watch DJ Reed play, it's impossible not to notice the energy he brings every single snap. He's not the biggest corner out there. He's not going to tower over receivers at 6 feet 2 inches like some others. But what he lacks in size, he more than makes up for with heart, technique, and pure, unrelenting aggression. Every single down, whether it's 1st and 10 or 3rd and goal, he plays like it's the most important snap of the game. He doesn't take plays off. He doesn't coast. And that mindset, that relentless drive, is exactly why Detroit targeted him so aggressively. One of the things that made this signing even more fascinating is what Dan Campbell said about how they evaluated Reed. It wasn't about flashy interceptions or highlight reel moments. It was about seeing how he responded when things didn't go his way. In a game where Reed got beat in coverage, a rare moment, but it happens to everyone, he didn't sulk. He didn't jog after the play like so many others might. He instantly turned and sprinted at full speed to try to break up the pass or make a tackle. That chase-down mentality, that refusal to quit on a play, that's the essence of what the Lions are trying to build. Grit, effort, heart. When you think about where Detroit's defense struggled most last season, it wasn't always about scheme. Sometimes it was about finishing plays. Sometimes it was about that one extra effort, that last gasp to force a turnover or deny a crucial 3rd down. DJ Reed is the kind of player who lives for those moments. He doesn't just want to cover his man. He wants to destroy plays. He wants to rip the ball out. He wants to be the reason the opposing quarterback hesitates before throwing his way. Another key factor in why Reed fits so well into the Lions' plans is his versatility. He's not locked into just one role. He can line up outside against top receivers, but he's also capable of moving inside and playing in the slot if needed. That kind of flexibility is gold in today's NFL, where offenses are constantly trying to create mismatches. With Reed on the field, Detroit's defense can disguise coverages, mix looks, and stay aggressive without worrying about exposing a weak link. He brings that chess piece element, allowing defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn to get even more creative in how he attacks offenses. But let's not overlook Reed's physicality. Unlike some corners who shy away from contact, Reed embraces it. He's aggressive against the run, he's willing to stick his nose into the pile, and he's not afraid to take on bigger ball carriers. That toughness is going to show up in crucial moments, 3rd and short situations, goal line stands, and those gritty cold-weather games in December where every inch matters. Reed's mentality is going to be contagious. You can already imagine him hyping up the crowd at Ford Field after a huge 3rd down stop, flexing after a big hit, setting the tone not just for the secondary but for the entire defense. Another interesting layer to this signing is what it means for the locker room dynamic. DJ Reed isn't just a plug-and-play talent. He's a leader. He leads by example, through work ethic, toughness, and an unbreakable competitive spirit. Younger players are going to look up to him. Veterans are going to respect him. And coaches are going to trust him. That kind of leadership doesn't always show up on stat sheets, but it shows up when the game is on the line and you need someone who's been there before, who refuses to back down. Age is another reason why this signing feels so perfect. At 27 years old, Reed is right in the sweet spot of his career. He's experienced enough to have sharpened his instincts, but still young enough to keep up with the fastest receivers in the game. He's battle-tested, but his best football might still be ahead of him. That's exactly the type of player you want to invest in when you're building a long-term contender. Not someone whose prime years are behind them, but someone who's just entering that peak zone where experience and athleticism meet. Of course, there's been a lot of buzz about the money involved. 3 years, $48 million. Some fans wondered if that was too much for a corner who isn't a household name like Jalen Ramsey or Darius Slay. But when you really dig into it, it might end up being a steal. For comparison, Carlton Davis III signed with the Patriots for 3 years, $54 million. Davis is a very good player, no doubt, but ask yourself, would you rather pay a little more for name recognition or find the perfect culture fit who could elevate not just the defense, but the entire team identity? Reed might not have the same media profile, but he's got the hunger, the heart, and the fight that Campbell and his coaching staff crave. And let's be honest, Detroit isn't trying to win press conferences. They're trying to win playoff games. They're trying to win championships. They're building a team that can out-tough, outwork, and outlast anyone. And DJ Reed fits that blueprint better than just about anyone they could have signed. As we look ahead to training camp and the preseason, one of the most exciting storylines is going to be watching how quickly Reed asserts himself. You can already picture the battles in practice, going up against guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown, pushing each other to the limit, sharpening each other's skills. Iron sharpens iron. Having someone like Reed in the secondary is going to elevate everyone around him. It's going to set a new standard for effort and intensity every single day. And maybe, just maybe, when we look back at this signing a year from now, we'll realize that was one of the final pieces that helped push the Lions over the top. Not because DJ Reed is the flashiest player, but because he embodies everything this team wants to be: tough, relentless, fearless, and impossible to ignore. But now I want to hear what you think. Do you believe DJ Reed is the key to taking this Lions defense to the next level? Are you as fired up as I am about what he brings to Detroit? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going. And of course, if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Lions News Fan Report, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a single update. Thanks for spending time with us today. And trust me, we've got even bigger things coming. Until next time, let's go Lions.